Hello, my name is Jim Turvey, and this is my story. For those that don't know me, some of you will know my face from the gym, from the centre actually. I'm 71 years old, heading towards 72, retired firefighter. Why should I care about Michael Woods? Simple answer, Michael Woods has cared about me. In the past, they've helped me immensely. I've been a member roughly somewhere between 6 and 10 years. My wife and daughter came here, and it was them that encouraged me to leave the old Kirkcaldy gym and come more local and train up here, which I've enjoyed ever since. I chose this gym really, it was a great melting point. There was people of all ages, all abilities, disabilities. You never felt pushed coming in here. You didn't have to, you weren't judged. You didn't have to do personal bests every time you came in. You could do as little or as much as you liked. Well, initially I signed up for fitness membership. It was a great deal. There's a swimming pool, there's classes, there's the gym, there's just a myriad of activities, whereas the gym I went to before was a gym, and that was it. I've been coming to this gym somewhere between 6 and 10 years, I can't remember the exact. It's an age thing, you forget, you start to forget things as you get older. Some of them are better forgotten. I love the gym in here. I love the people in here, the staff in here. They're all good. It's not just about training, it's about the friends that you make. I can come in here on a bad day and speak to a few people, picks me up, I'll do a bit of exercise, and I go away feeling quite happy. And that's a bonus. I have a club membership. It's actually an OAP's membership, so I get good discount on this. Value for money, I don't really think it can be beaten. I've got the swimming pool, the sauna, the steam room, all these activities in the other rooms that I can go to, as well as the gym. There's classes, myriads of classes. I used to do the Pilates. Just now I'm carrying an injury on my Achilles, so I can no longer do the velo, which I did enjoy, and my wife still goes to the velo. And eventually I'll get back to doing these activities as well, just to keep myself ticking over. My own personal fitness goals were maintenance. I was getting older, I was getting a bit stecky, if I'm honest. I needed more mobility. I noticed that tying the shoelaces, it was a deep breath before I did that, so I could bend down. So my personal goals were to get a bit fitter, because at the old gyms, all I did was weights, no aerobics. And when I came here, worked out in this gym, I actually increased my strength slightly, especially with dumbbells and things like that. And doing HIIT classes, Pilates, my mobility, my aerobic capacity increased quite considerably, to be honest with you. And I'd advise anybody to come here and try it, give it a try. The national health isn't what it used to be, so as long as you can keep yourself going as much as you can and avoid going to the doctor, going to hospital, you're doing yourself a great favour. Come through the door. My workout routine in here is, I'll come in and do back one day, chest, shoulders, and some legs put in. Legs are getting a bit shaky because the knees are worn out, and I've had to stop running basically. I used to run with huskies. My friend had 2 huskies, now we're down to 1. He's 13. We still walk him, but we no longer run. But I do my routine in here. I sometimes vary it a little bit. Ernesto's got me doing the step, which I'd never done before. I sometimes use that elliptical trainer thing. And I limber up and I just do stretching exercises as well as weights. That's just as important. Right, the goals I've achieved is far more flexibility in my body, able to move about. I no longer have to push myself out the armchair, I just stand up. My strength is not what it used to be, but for my age, I would say I'm above the normal standard for my age, and that's what I'm going to keep on doing. The staff here, I would say, second to none. I've gone through some medical issues in my life, and I've had great support from the staff and the members, come to that. And when I say staff, I'm talking about management up here down to cleaners. I've had support all the way through that whole group, not just a member of the gym or a staff member of the gym. I've been backed up considerably, and it's helped me physically and more to the point mentally cope with what I had wrong with me. So hats off to the staff, can't praise them enough. Well, a couple of years ago, medically something happened to me, which was a complete shock. I started getting muscle twitching in my right arm, which gradually spread throughout my body. Speaking to people who have had members of their family with motor neurons, they advised me to go and see my GP right away, which I did. He advised me to see a neurologist privately because I would wait too long otherwise. That private consultation is where I went in Edinburgh. Took nearly 4 months. When I saw the specialist, he told me after several tests I had fasciculation cramp syndrome, no known cause, no known cure. Go out there, get on with my life. But there was a wee sideline. It says for 3 months up to a year, check your strength. If you start losing strength, there could be an issue. You have to come back and see me immediately. So for the first 3 months I was on tenterhooks, worrying, is it motor neurons? If I couldn't do this, I couldn't do that. I was a few reps short. Once again, staff backed me up. The staff helped me, told me I was doing fine. One member of staff, even from the girls down on the front desk, told me, I'm still coming in here, still training, you've not got motor neurons. It's definitely not that, or you wouldn't be doing what you're doing. So it was hugely appreciated. And there was a member of staff going through their own severe medical problems who gave me time of day. Every time I came in, they spoke to me. I was never left alone, and often it's just somebody listening, and that helps immensely, just listening to you. Not what they say, because they don't have to say anything, but just the fact they've listened to it makes you feel better, or made me feel better, rather. A particular member of staff that supported me would be Claire in the gym. And she's always given me the time of day. Lovely person, lovely. And I'm not putting Claire above the other members because Ewan's been very good. Ewan always has a good rapport with me, a good crack. There's members that have left, staff that have left, I should say, like Gennaro was a good friend as well, young Ross and others. But we always got on well together. And they were always very, very helpful, even through injuries. Good advice. They didn't talk rubbish to you. They didn't come out with, oh, I think you should hang upside down like a bat for half an hour. They told you proper stuff and how to get on with your training. Even I had a bad back one time and I didn't know what to do about it. A roller on the vibrating machine, lie across the roller, put the machine on, and it massaged my back. I think the advice I would give to anyone wanting to come in here is come down, walk through the doors, have a look around. You're under no obligation, you don't have to do anything, you don't have to train. Look through the windows, ask to come in the gym for a wee nosy, see what different classes are going on, and you might be inspired. You might meet a pal. You might see one of your friends that you didn't know came here, have a wee talk with them. The hardest part of this gym isn't the exercise, it's walking through that door. It's getting yourself through that door. Once you're in, you'll do something. Very rarely you'll just turn round and go back out again. My motivation for coming here is to try and keep my quality of life at a higher standard. I don't want to be sitting in the chair taking tablets. I want to come in here, keep ticking over. I'm not going to break any records. I'm not going to be an Olympian, and nor does anyone else have to be. They can come in here, they can train at any level they like. You will not be judged in here. There's nobody going around saying, oh, you're not lifting very much. That doesn't happen in here. There are gyms where that does happen. Not in here. You will not be judged. Come in, do as little or as much as you like, and you'll be fine. And you'll make friends. Somebody will speak to you, whether you like it or not, probably me, and you'll probably know. But there's only one thing worse than being talked about, and that's not being talked about, so there you are. My gym experience has improved my whole life, actually. My eating habits have changed. I eat a lot more vegetables. I'm a meat eater. I like my meat, but I also like broccoli and asparagus and all these sort of things. So I eat healthy. I just eat a wee bit too much healthy. I enjoy my hill walking, all that sort of thing. I balance my workouts for the rest of my life as if I can come in here and keep a level of fitness, I can go on my push bike, I can ride my Yamaha, which seems to get heavier every year. I bring it out of the garage. My wife and I both shoot long rifle and short rifle. The range is 500 yards long, so there's a bit of walking up and down. I can maintain that. I can lift the rifle. I can hold the rifle. Whereas if I hadn't done this, there's a lot I couldn't do. An awful lot that I couldn't do. And I'm just happy to be able to do this because I come here.